Okay, I'm starting off with number 1 on the homework practice. It says a manufacturer produces 950 light bulbs per day. Write an equation to find the number of bulbs, B, the manufacturer makes in any number of days, D. And the key word here is they asked us to write an equation. Before they were asking us to write an expression. Okay, what is the difference? The difference is, I know you can't see that, let me see if I can help. Okay, the difference is an equation has an equal sign. You can kind of see it, the word equals in the word equation, almost without the L. An expression has no equal sign. Okay, so that's the difference. So when they ask us to write an equation, that means we actually have to use an equal sign. So basically you do the same thing, just at the end you set it equal to something. So if you look here at the table, the first term, the starting point is 950. So I'm doing number 1A. The starting point is 950, and the pattern is also to add 950. And the they're talking about light bulbs that you can make per day. So we're going to use D for day, because we're talking about days. We want to know if we can pick a certain amount of days, like 3, 4, 5 days, how many light bulbs can we make? So basically all you have to do is use the variable that represents whatever you're talking about. It's easier to keep track that way. So when we look at this, the next part B says use the equation. Oh, I'm sorry. When we look at this, you see it's an expression. In order to make it an equation, it's very simple. If this is days, when you put a number in here, what does it tell you? When you work it all out, you find out how many light bulbs can be made in that amount of days. So this is going to equal B, which represents bulbs. So the final answer would be B equals 950 plus 950 times D minus 1. Okay, that's the final answer. So this is what I wanted to show you. There's a little trick here. Whenever you see the phrase per day or per night or per whatever, that PER is very crucial, because if you catch it, you can save yourself some work. So when you see in number 1, it says 950 light bulbs per day. This per usually means that this number and this number are going to be the same. The starting point and the pattern are going to be the same number. You can save yourself some writing and some work when you see this word per, because instead of writing all this out, this is still correct. You could just write, that the bulbs are 950 per day. That's the same thing as this. Same exact thing. Either one is correct. If you don't catch it, that's fine. Okay? So if we use that, part B says use the equation to determine how many bulbs the manufacturer will make in 25 days. So you just put in 25 for D, because that's the amount of days, 25 days. Do 950 times 25. And you get 23,750. Okay, that's how many light bulbs you get. Okay, let's do number 2. Number 2 says the workers at a plant drink 38 gallons of water per day. Write an equation to find the number of gallons G. The workers drink in any number of days D. So I'm going to do the same thing. I see that word there, PER, per, because they said 38 gallons per day. So 38 gallons per day means my equation is going to be trying to figure out how many gallons, right? So it's going to be G equals 38 per day. This per means multiply. You're multiplying the 38 times the number of days. So the gallons will be 38 per day, and you're done. And then part B says use the equation to determine how many gallons of water the workers will drink in 30 days. So all you have to do for part B, this was part A, all you have to do for part B is plug in 30 for the number of days, multiply it out, 38 times 30, 1,140. Okay, and that's the number of gallons that they will drink. And the last question I'm going to do is number 3. Number 3 says check gets $12 per week as allowance. Write an equation. So there's that word again. $12 per week. Okay? $12 per week. So the amount of money he's going to get, I'll call it D for dollars, is $12 per week. And we use W for weeks. So part B says make a table to find out how much he's going to get for 5, 6, 7, or 8 weeks. So here's my table. This is part B. Here is the weeks. And here is the dollars. So they said they wanted to know for 5, 6, 7, and 8 weeks. So for 5 weeks, you plug in 12 times 5, and you get $60. For 6 weeks, you do 12 times 6, you get $72. For 12 times 7, you get $84. For 12 times 8, you get $96. So these are your dollars that you would get for 5, 6, 7, or 8 weeks. And then they said to graph the ordered pairs. So what are the ordered pairs? The first ordered pair is 560. The second ordered pair is 672. The third ordered pair is 784. 896 is the last ordered pair. So you would just take these 4 ordered pairs, use the graph that they gave you, and put these points there. Notice the Y values are kind of big, so you probably should count by 12s. That would be easier because these are all multiples of 12 because that's what we multiplied by to get them. So if you multiplied by 12, you should be okay. I don't know if you have enough lines there. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you do. So you can count by 12s and you should be okay.